Hey everyone, how's it going? So I am changing the reverse osmosis water filter, and we have this water filter that has 3 filtration for the RO. We have the GAC carbon CTO per Onyx, so that's the brand of this RO. Then next we have the membrane. So the reverse osmosis membrane, and then it goes through the carbon block CTO. So it goes in this order, the blue, red, and green. So how often do you replace these filter? So a typical person consume about 3 to 4 bottles per day. A household, let's say a household of 4, you're gonna consume about maybe 20 on average. I would say roughly 20 water bottles. But if you do 4 per person, so that's about 16. But let's average up to 20, assuming some days you go out more often, where it requires more fluid, like hiking, or you bring it with you, or you give it to whoever you're out with, right? So let's say 20 per day, roughly, and let's just do 5 days a week, because a couple days you might not be home, or you're out on vacation. So 20 times 4, so about 80 bottles per month. So that average, 80 bottles, you're looking about $30, 20 to $30, including the plastic charges. These you only have to change once a year for these 2, this every 5 years. So this is about 70, you can get it roughly about $60, but they go full retail for 75, so 150 per year. So 150, basically you're gonna cut your cost down 1/3, roughly, close to 1/3. And you also will be able to use more water if you need to, and you're getting cleaner water for cooking, cleaner water overall for your coffee or whatever. You're not using sink water, right? So the bottled water I'm calculating is just consuming it through the water bottle itself. So with these, how to replace this is fairly easy. And you can do this yourself. You don't have to hire. You can order this online. You just turn off one side of the reverse osmosis filtration system. This is where the water enters, and that's where it exits. On the exit side, you also have a valve that you can turn off, and there's usually a tank with the RO to store the water. You just turn that off, and you don't have to turn off the main valve. And then you twist this off, have a towel down here, and then you just put this filter in, and you twist in. So you can see there's a inlet and outlet. It's all easy, plug and play. And again, they recommend switching out these blue and green, the carbon block CTO and the GAC carbon CTO, once a year at minimum. You probably can get away with maybe a year and a half, sometimes even close to 2 years if you don't consume, if you're just consuming just for drinking and not for cooking or anything else, then you probably can get away with close to 2 years. And this is 5 years. So the 5-year membrane is about $200, so it is a lot pricier, but you only have to replace it every 5 years or so. So if you divide by 5, roughly, yeah, you're not even, it's not even like $50 a year. You're looking at like 30 something for this. So 30 plus 150, you're looking at 180 a year for water. That's probably going to be about half of what you would pay if you use bottled water. Now, make sure you get the ones that is certified, so it's tested, certified. So this is tested and certified by the Water Quality Association, the WQA, and this is according to standard. It reduces chlorine, taste, and odor. Also remove any particles that harmful, especially if you live in a city that doesn't have new piping. So they might do a good job filtering the water at the city level, but by the time it gets to your house, to your faucet, is a different story. It could be harmful for your health, maybe not right away, but in the long term. And also, if you have any contamination within the city's treatment system, somebody make a mistake or whatnot, this will protect you. And this is just a local reverse osmosis. You can get a full house filtration system as well, but that's a lot more costly. You're looking at a few $1,000s. And also, you're gonna have to replace that membrane a little bit more often than usual. So we have a full house filtration system, and we also have a RO. So the full house filtration is actually it's more of a mixture of sand, different sand that is within the actual, tube itself. So it filters out the water for us. And we also have a water softener that we have to change out the membrane every 2 or 3 years or so. But this one is at the minimum. This is for drinking. Highly recommend getting this. This is a 7000 series Micromax 7000 from Puronics. And a lot of plumbing company, or even company that doesn't do plumbing and they focus mainly on filtration, it's pretty affordable. These, you shouldn't pay no more than $800 for the system setup with installation. So pretty good deal. If you can get it for under $800, then that's great. These three alone, you're looking at $400. So 400, and the system piping installation is about $400. So it's not too bad. It takes a few hours for them to install it, and you can get filtration connected directly to the faucet, additional pipe, and to your refrigerator as well. If you find this video helpful, comment below, give it a thumbs up, remember to subscribe. Catch you all next time.